Today, you are going to discover the secret to become forever fit, mind and body through the power of Christ who gives you strength. I'm Stacey Millican, and I'm going to walk you through the seven phase formula that will help you get back to the basics of who God designed you to be, eat the food that He designed you to eat, move your body in the way that He created you to move, to truly live the life that God has planned for you, to become the authority over your own health and fitness without overwhelm, confusion, prescription drugs, starvation diets, or even militant exercise. The information in this webinar has the power to change every aspect of your life. So it's very important that you eliminate all other distractions. If you can, sign out of social media, your emails, make sure your sound is turned up and that you have a pen and paper ready because you want to focus 100% of your attention on this presentation. What I'm about to share with you will change the way you think about your health and fitness forever. So, what makes me an expert on this topic? I have a degree in exercise science and nutrition and 20 years in the health and fitness industry, coaching women of all walks of life, including those approaching midlife and beyond, teaching holistic healing based on biblical principles. I'll share more with you about my personal journey as well as several of my clients' success stories in just a bit. I've walked through some of the same struggles as you have, and I've developed a system from that, which has led me and my clients to real results. And also about how you can personally work with me to achieve your health and fitness goals. But first, let's talk about you. I'm guessing you opened this webinar because you are sick of the constant battle of trying to find a solution to your health and fitness goals. What's holding you back from living the healthiest quality life possible for you and feeling and looking your best? And also, what's holding you back from stepping into the calling that God has for you? So, let's get down to it. Let's take a journey back in time. Was there a time when you were able to keep up with life's demands? You had the energy at the end of the day to go on that dinner date or play with your kids and grandkids? Maybe you felt strong, fit, and comfortable in your own skin, and you woke up each morning feeling alive with purpose and intention. I hope that is you today. But if it is not, maybe in the past few years, you've let yourself go. I get it. Living life, taking care of everyone else except yourself. So maybe you've had unexpected weight gain, especially around the midsection. You can't seem to get away from yo yo dieting. Your emotions are all over the place, causing you to eat mindlessly. Your sugar cravings are extreme and leading you to binge out of control. Maybe you have low energy, sleepless nights, lack of motivation, barely making it through the day, let alone being productive in the evening, or even enjoying time with your family and friends. Do you have brain fog that leaves you feeling wired and tired, like you're walking through a dark fog in reactive mode with no purpose or intention? If this is you, I truly hope it's not, but if it is, I know you'd love nothing more but to feel alive again, to keep up with your family and your friends on vacation or just daily activities, actually enjoying moving your body and doing the things that you love, ultimately to transform your body and your mind. My promise to you is in the next 60 minutes, you're going to learn my exact strategy, how to become forever fit mind and body without overwhelm, complicated macro counting, weighing, measuring your food, crash diets, or even militant exercise. I will show you the seven phase formula that will help you get to the point where you are living a healthy, vibrant life in as little as 6 months, putting in the work, of course, but you will be able to maintain that well into your older age so that you will have the energy, the clarity, the strength to tap into the purpose that God created for you. If you are ready at any point during this presentation to take the next step for your transformation, you can just click on either of the buttons below to register If you want to go ahead and register, you're going to click on the register now. If you want to apply for my program and speak to me personally about it, you can apply now by clicking on that link below. So, with this formula, like me and so many of my clients, you'll have more energy to do the things that you love. Simple things like getting down on the floor to play with your grandchildren or your children, working in your garden, entertaining guests in your home. Maybe you have aging parents that you need to take care of, volunteering at your church or your community, and even enjoying quality time, like I said, with your family and friends. There is so much more that God has for you, my friend. He did not give us a body and a mind to sit idle. He wants us to use it for His glory. So, at the end of this webinar, I'm going to give you a special link where you can download an explanation of everything that I'm going to show you today. You will need to have watched this webinar all the way through in order to get this. So, stick around. I promise it will be worth your time. Do you feel disappointed in yourself for not staying on your diet or beating yourself up thinking, well, if I can't get my own health and fitness under control, how am I ever going to take care of my family and accomplish my life goals? Well, honestly, it is not your fault. The problem is that you've been bombarded with the convenience stores on every corner, processed foods on every grocery store shelf, trying to convince you with their clever marketing that Fruit Loops is actually heart healthy when we both know it's not. When their so called food product makes us sick and gain weight, then they send us to the medical industry for prescription drugs that make us gain even more weight and become sicker than ever before. So, every commercial we see on television or the billboards, they try to persuade us that their manufactured food product or prescription drug is the answer to our prayers. So just think about it. Do you ever see an advertisement for an avocado or an apple? Of course not, because they don't want us to get to the root of the problem. They want us to stay sick and dependent on big pharma for the rest of our lives. Some of the marketers in the health and fitness industry, they tell you that you can have a beach body you've always dreamed of just by taking a magic pill, or that rice cakes actually, fuel your body enough and to give you the results that you want. So you've been duped by these programs more than likely that imply by purchasing their program, you'll be long, lean, and shredded, just like their 25-year-old model by doing boot camp without changing the way that you eat. Or maybe they've told you that by participating in crash diets without changing your physical activity, you will get the results that you want. Unfortunately, giving in to their deceptive advertising will only lead to more weight gain, inflammation, depression, hormonal imbalance, anxiety, disease, brain fog, and fatigue, and so much more. Living a healthy quality of life takes commitment, believing that you can do it, healing from the inside out. It takes work, but I promise you, it is worth all the effort. The truth is that we cannot outtrain a bad diet. If you really want lasting results, it takes dedication, work, commitment to the life that you really want by creating and following a system, a proven system, and a healthy balance of movement, nutrition, sleep, hydration, and a serious mindset shift. And I know you're willing to put in the effort or you wouldn't be listening to this right now. I know you're exhausted and you've tried everything. So, you know that militant exercise and crash diets and prescription drugs, they just don't work. If hormonal imbalance and inflammation is left without lifestyle change, then disease and worsening symptoms are inevitable. It will not get better with time without getting back to the basics of how God designed us to live. So maybe you're frustrated that you can't get off the yo yo hamster wheel. Every time I start out confident and feeling good and losing weight and believing that I can do it, then something always happens and life just gets in the way of me being healthy. Maybe you or somebody that you love gets sick or worse, passes away. Maybe it's something a little more exciting like a wedding to plan or a grandbaby, but it still gets in the way. Or maybe you have a project due at work and you end up falling right back into your old habits. Something else always takes priority over your health and fitness. Sometimes we think, why bother? Society has conditioned us to believe that it's too late to ever be healthy and fit, leading us to think that our body is too old and out of shape and we might as well forget it. It's too late to worry about it now. And this is just not true. That is a limiting belief that will keep us stuck. Maybe you're like my client, Sarah. Before working with me, Sarah, she put everybody else first. She thought that she did not have time to do anything for herself, let alone get healthy and fit. This mentally left her exhausted. She had no energy to even think about exercise and was extremely confused about nutrition. She didn't understand how much her lack of activity and proper nutrition were affecting her hormonal balance and every other aspect of her life. She had become complacent and tired and weak and was stressed and overwhelmed. When she saw my program, she finally realized that investing her money and her time in her health and fitness would actually save her money and time in the future. Now, after going through my Forever Fit program and private coaching with me, she makes time to not only exercise, but to meditate on God's word, pray more, and she's stronger physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. After losing 60 pounds, she said she'll never go back to the way she was. So if you feel that in order to be healthy and keep the weight off, you can only eat bland vegetables, chicken breasts, and rice cakes and seaweed, and never be able to eat anything that you love, this is another belief that is limiting you and it will keep you stuck. Maybe you're terrified to try another diet program. I get it. Nothing has ever worked for you, and you're afraid that you'll end up gaining all of the weight back again. Worried that you might waste your time and your energy just to be disappointed again. You don't want to put in all that effort and not see results. This does not have to be your story. God has a different story for you in your life. And the enemy is trying to really get to you and keep you from living out God's purpose in your life. This is Lisa. After having neck surgery, she had a hard time gaining her strength and confidence back and didn't realize how much weight was having an effect on her, how much she was gaining. She was postmenopausal and was having some back problems as well. So when she heard about my coaching program, she was ready for the change. After working with me, she lost 27 pounds, 8.4% body fat, 10 inches overall, all while adding lean muscle mass. She fueled her body with the food that God created her to eat, moved her body the way God created her to move, and she started believing in herself again. She is now more confident in her own skin and is able to look in the mirror and love the woman looking back at her and the woman that God created her to be. She decided that her mind and body were worth the investment and is a true testament to what faith, along with a strong mind and body, can do for you. Maybe you avoid parties you really do want to go to, but you're afraid of giving in to that cake and pizza. And just when you feel like you're able to stay on track, your emotions get the best of you and you eat the whole tub of ice cream in secret and end up feeling worse and starting that blame and shame cycle once again. Maybe you feel like you're on a roller coaster of ups and downs with your weight. You feel out of control and it affects every other part of your life. There has to be another way, right? And there is. There's a better way. Meet Kathy. After gaining and gaining, she realized that she needed help. She wasn't quite sure about investing her money and time in another program, but she knew the Forever Fit Mind and Body Transformation formula was different from the rest. And then she just dove in head first. I helped her set a weight loss goal for her 52nd birthday. As she dug deeper into the coaching program, she started to understand it wasn't just about the pounds that she needed to lose, it was about tackling and eliminating those beliefs, those limiting beliefs that were keeping her stuck and stepping into a healthier way of life. She was able to master the change in her eating habits immediately and felt better instantly. Her thought process went from focusing on her weight to being more mindful of her health. So, along the way to her goal, she not only noticed how great she felt, but she also noticed the way her body was changing. And her husband started to notice more muscle, less belly fat in such a short time. He started complimenting her for sticking to the changes. She ended up losing 20 pounds and went from a dress size 6 to a size 2. She looks and feels better than she could have ever imagined, and said that this program has truly made a difference for her and is so thankful for the mindset shift and new outlook on life. Kathy is a perfect example of what God can do in your life when you have purpose, a plan of action, and a system to follow. Maybe you're embarrassed to work out in front of other people because you think everyone is watching you and you feel like you're out of place. It's called gym intimidation. Yep, it's so common that it has its own name. The truth is that everybody is on their own journey to health and fitness. They're concerned about their own fitness and their life goals, and they are not even paying attention to what you're doing. That is just another story that you're telling yourself that is keeping you stuck. Okay, remember, God has not given us a spirit of fear or timidity, but of power, love, and self discipline. 2 Timothy 1:7. And the fact is, you don't even have to go to the gym, okay, if you don't want to. You can totally work out at home and move your body. So, frustrated more than ever, you go back to crash diets and militant exercise, or worse, just give up because you are so overwhelmed with all the information on nutrition and exercise that you just don't have a clue where to begin again. You may always have, like so many of us, so many plates spinning in the air that you just keep thinking that one day things have to slow down and that you just need to wait for that perfect time. You feel alone, like no one gets it. And you keep hearing it's so simple. Just do this and you'll lose weight. Just do that and you'll get fit. You feel like you either need carbs, sugar, or caffeine just to get through the day. I get it. You feel hopeless, like you'll never break the cycle. And you think there's no use. This will never work. I've tried everything under the sun. And you're worried about your health. And when you want to fix it, but every time you go to the doctor, he just wants to put you on more medication. You know you just need to eat right and exercise, but you just don't know where to start. You are not alone in this. I promise you, you are not alone, and this does not have to be your story. So let me ask you a question. What is your alternative? Do you have a plan to reach your goals? I mean, have you ever thought this? I'm too busy right now. I don't think that this is the right time for me to join a health and fitness program, or even think about working on my health. I'll be honest with you. We have the most time right now than we're ever going to have. I mean, and if we think by waiting 6 months from now, we'll be ready, we need to really think about that again. I mean, where were we 6 months ago? And where will we be in 6 months from now if we don't make that change? The same place we are now, or maybe even worse. This is just a little reality check. I'm here to bust a lot of myths. And one of the myths today that I want to bust is that we do not have to spend hours in the gym killing ourselves and living on rice cakes and seaweed. I mean, it's just not true. We can learn to move our bodies the way God designed us to move, eat delicious food He designed us to eat, and actually enjoy the journey to a healthy quality of life. Stop and think, if we can get rid of our stinking thinking, where could we be 1 year from today? If we stop saying, I can't do this, and replace it with, how can I make this happen? Then where will you be in a year from today? It's all a matter of perspective. Myth number two is, I don't have time for this. The truth is that you don't have time not to get your health and fitness under control. Can you spend another year of crash diets and DIYing your health and fitness getting the same results? Think about this. There are 168 hours in a week. So let's do the math together. If we spend just 5 hours a week working on our health and fitness, 56 hours of sleeping, and another 40 hours in a job or in a hobby, that still leaves 67 hours a week to do literally anything else. Are we spending time on what matters the most? How much time do you actually have? Okay. And what is your health and fitness worth to you? Myth number three is, I can't afford this. So maybe time is not your problem. Maybe it's your finances. What is your health and fitness worth? I'm going to go back to that again. Do we need to break $7 a day coffee habits? How about frivolous shopping sprees? And what about daily fast food and throwing our money away eating out every day? What about costly cosmetic procedures like Botox? I mean, I might step on some toes there, and I get it. I've done it too. Overpriced clothing, shoes, handbags that end up collecting dust in our closets. I understand. I'm guilty of spending money on all of these things, but I have to ask myself, and you should too, what do we value the most? Do we value frivolous spending or quality of life, peace of mind, and precious time spent with our family in years to come? Do we value having the latest handbag, or our most prized possession, our health? Do we value specialty coffee or our strength and independence and ability to move with energy as we age and with ease as we age? In a year's time and less than $3 a day, you could have a lifetime of healthy living at your fingertips for life. Okay. Plus, a private coach to help keep you accountable if that's what you desire, and a faith filled community of like minded women and amazing resources to propel you toward your health and fitness goals and your life goals. And I know this sounds harsh, but we are going to pay for our health in money and time now, or we are going to pay for it later with medical bills and hospital stays and prescription drugs and time away from our family. Which will you choose? I mean, I know that this is the harsh truth, okay? Because I've seen it. I've seen it with myself, I've seen it with my family, my friends, my clients. Think about what it would mean to you to actually have the quality of life that allows you to do the things that you want to do well into your older age. And it could be anything. What is it for you? For me, it's playing with my grandkids, my great grandkids, and working in my garden, keeping up with my family on vacation and not just watching it on social media. What is it for you? Whatever that quality of life is for you, you cannot put a price tag on that. Maybe you have the time. Maybe you're even in a space to invest the money, but you're afraid that you may fail once again. Success is measured by how many times we've failed and actually gotten back up. We all fail miserably. Thankfully, that's not what counts. What counts is that we get back on the horse, so to speak. when we get bucked off, we just have to get back on. Like I hear my son's basketball coach say, you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if we let fear of failure, of what people think, whatever it is, whatever that fear is, if we let it keep us stuck and keep us from going for our dreams, we will most definitely fail. But if we pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, you might be able to tell I'm from Texas, and trust God in the process, we will succeed. So, yes, failure is inevitable. The Bible is full of heroes who failed miserably, but just like them, God grows us through every failure. He refines us in the fire. We can learn from that failure instead of letting it defeat us. And then success will definitely happen for us, okay? Especially with God. When we lean on God, and we have a proven system and accountability from other like-minded women, we will most definitely succeed. I want to share with you Marty's story. She struggled with depression for many years, being in a new town and giving in to addictions, including drinking a bottle of wine every night and ordering takeout. This led to staying in bed all the next day, which created a vicious cycle that led to other health issues. When she became menopausal, her symptoms were just exasperated, and she did not see a way out. Marty reached out to me after participating in my Revive Your Temple Faith Fit Reset Challenge and decided to start private and group coaching with me. Since then, she has been free from her addiction to alcohol, and she's lost 70 pounds. 70 pounds. And because of her weight loss and dietary changes, her fatty liver has been healed. She threw out her wine, cut back on sugar, found a church home, and began community service and started making her bed first thing in the morning and not going back to bed until bedtime. She loves that the seven phase formula is faith based and it includes ways to help her modify workouts. And not only has she gained mental and spiritual health, her well-being back. She feels amazing in her own skin and is participating in activities that she was not comfortable with before. I spoke with her recently and asked her if she minded sharing her very personal journey. And she said, absolutely, feel free to share. We are only as sick as our secrets. Women struggling in secret need to know that it can be done in a safe, faith based environment. I'm still alcohol free, she said, and I am forever grateful to you and your coaching program for making me feel safe and able to share my struggles. God is definitely working in my life. I'm going whitewater rafting with a group of ladies in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited to be able to get out and do fun, healthy activities. Marty Bradford. The good news is, is that I have a proven solution that will help you too. My simple seven phase formula to become forever fit, mind, and body. It worked for Lisa and Kathy and Sarah and Marty and countless other women. These testimonials continue to pour in from women all over the country. And with the Forever Fit mind and body transformation, you'll finally learn to move your body at a level that's right for you. Master the nutrition right for your body type, achieve hormonal balance, and become the authority over your own health and fitness. Using biblical principles so that you can get back to living the quality of life that you were created for. Discover and live out your God given purpose and continue to do the things that you love well into your later years. And you'll be able to do this all without militant exercise, extreme starvation diets, prescription drugs, weight loss shots, counting calories, or weighing and measuring your food. We do not have to live in deprivation and kill ourselves at the gym. We can get back to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, feel better in our clothes, and live a peaceful, purposeful life. And the good news is, too, that you don't have to go it alone. These are just a few of the ladies who make up the Forever Fit tribe. It consists of small, very close knit group of ladies who have walked before you and have been successful with this program. And you will experience their love. They will be there with you with open arms, welcoming you, keeping you accountable, and encouraging and praying with you through your transformation. And I will be here for you, walking with you through each step, getting in the trenches with you, supporting you, and helping you reach your next milestone to do your health and fitness journey at your own pace. This formula works even if you feel like you've already tried everything. And the reason I know that is because the system has worked for me, not just me, but hundreds of my clients. So let me properly introduce myself. I'm Stacey Millican, and I'm best known for creating a movement among faith filled women approaching midlife and beyond. So, together we can break through plateaus and push past fears to become confident in our own skin, become strong, mind and body through the power of Christ who gives us strength. I can help you conquer strongholds like depression, insecurity, obesity, hopelessness, limiting beliefs, and disease that has been keeping you stuck, so that you can step into your faith and experience all the joy, hope, and health that God has for you, and to fulfill the calling that God created you for. Like I said before, I am certified in life and health coaching. I have 20 years experience in the health and fitness industry coaching women of all walks of life. I have a bachelor degree in exercise science, a minor in nutrition, and have had numerous certifications, including American Council on Exercise, personal training, CrossFit certifications, life and health coaching, and nutrition certifications. And I've ran countless marathons, triathlons, taught Pilates, water classes, mobility classes, you name it, so many forms of exercise. But most importantly, I've walked with women on their weight loss journeys and helped them overcome health issues, including diabetes and mental blocks, depression, alcoholism, menopausal symptoms, and so much more. And I can help you too on your journey. So, here are just a few reasons why I do what I do: to live a quality of life with a man I affectionately call my oak and continue doing what we love to do as we age. Enjoy family vacations. I want to grow and cook healthy food for my family, play with my grandchildren, my great grandchildren eventually, set a good example for them, and leave a legacy of love, peace, and purpose, to be the wife and the mother and the grandmother that God created me to be. This is me in the center in the yellow. To my right is my oldest son and precious fiance. To the left of me, and soon to be married. To the left of me is my oak and my youngest son, of my 13-year-old. And to the left of them is my daughter and her husband, who just recently blessed me with this precious gift from God, my first grandbaby. So, the best part of life now is actually experiencing all the blessings and fruits of my effort of consistently taking care of my temple, working on my strength, my agility, balance, mobility, and stamina, and fueling my body with the right nutrition to actively keep up with my family, to go knee boarding with them like we did this summer, to go hiking and rock climbing like I want to do for my 60th birthday with them, continue coaching my clients well into my older age. I've done it all, seen it all, but it hasn't always been a walk in the park for me. And I can tell you, being a coach, a wife, and a mom in my late 50s with a teenage boy still at home and a new grandson, who I help care for part time, it can sometimes be difficult to keep all the plates spinning. And even though I'm an expert in the area of health and fitness, I want you to know that it has not always been easy for me. So I've tried everything. I've tried prescription drugs, counting calories, eliminating whole food groups, militant exercise, and I know how difficult this journey can be. A little background about me: my mom and dad were both alcoholics and drug addicts. My mom was diagnosed with bipolar, and my dad schizophrenia. both severe mental disorders. So my brother and I grew up in a very dysfunctional home. And I became a very scared, confused, little insecure little girl. I believed that I was not worthy, that I was not capable of achieving anything other than what I knew, which was coping. And I let my experiences define who I was and just became a survivor. I created a story in my mind based on my experiences, and that story was that I would never amount to anything. So I turned to the only thing that I knew how to cope, which was alcohol. I learned to cope at a very early age. In the top picture, my cousin and I were about 12 years old, and those were margaritas that we were drinking. They were not virgin, they definitely had alcohol in them. I started at 12 years old, and at 17, I became so intoxicated one night that I passed out, woke up being handcuffed, and taken to a gated rehab center that was 7 hours away from my home, where I spent the summer of my junior, senior high school year. So after I left the rehab center, I remember making a decision that I did not want to live my life that way and that I would change it. Eventually, I did, but instead of using alcohol to cope, I became addicted to food in my 20s. I gained over 60 pounds with my first child, the picture on the right. And then in my 30s, after my divorce, I changed that addiction from food to exercise, training for CrossFit competitions, triathlons, at the same time. I spent several years after that educating myself, going to college, doing research, praying, and taking steps that I needed to get my life back. It was definitely not an overnight thing. And looking at me now, you may not know that my life has been a constant battle of damaging addictions to alcohol in my teens, food in my 20s, and exercise in my 30s and 40s. And I was in a life that was spinning out of control. I've seen life from all these perspectives, and I know how difficult a journey it is to a healthy, balanced life. And I remember the exact moment that I realized that I needed Jesus to take the wheel. My mom was in ICU fighting for her life, and so I started working out even more than usual to cope. And then on my 50th birthday, I ended up at a gastrologist begging for help because I could not make it to the bathroom. He knew what it was instantly and gave me a prescription for IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and told me that stress was the issue. Very same thing that landed my sweet mother in ICU, and eventually took her life. It was prescription drugs. So that was my wake up call. So here's what I did. I went to work on my own transformation. I made a choice. I went to work realizing, starting to get real about how I was truly valuing my body. I began to make choices that enabled me to enjoy life more. A few years ago, I finally slowed down enough to acknowledge the stress that I was putting on my body. I became aware, with God's help, that, stress is stress, whether it's emotional stress, physical stress, it can still affect our bodies in a negative way. The extreme workouts and competitions were causing chaos in my body. And just like the alcohol and the food, the exercise was taking its toll. And I decided to stop competing. Not saying that's bad, but for me, it was extreme. Instead of competing, I decided to pursue a certification in health and life coaching, and it really opened my eyes as to how I was valuing my body. I've given a lot of good advice over the last 20 years in my health and fitness walk, and career. And I even thought I was taking my own advice and listening to my body, but really I was in denial. I was running from old beliefs that were holding me back instead of facing those emotions head on, and the realities of my past. I created destructive behaviors that kept me in the state of busyness so that I didn't have to think about it. I thought that if I ran fast enough, that I could outrun those emotions and they'd never catch up with me. Eventually, though, through God's grace and years of struggle, I found my answers to a balanced existence. And part of that is helping other women like you find theirs. So, in the past 5 years, I have become more in tune with my body, how it needs to be nourished. I stopped putting so much pressure on myself to perform. I started really moving my body instead of pushing it to extremes. I feel calm now that I have a healthy balance and can maintain my health and fitness while helping others do the same. Looking back on the times that I subconsciously told myself, Stacey, you have to prove your worth, I know now that that was a belief that was limiting me and causing that thought that to be strong, healthy, and fit, that I had to push my body to the limit. Okay, so I'm so happy that I decided to be brave and listen to my body and God and create more positive beliefs and behaviors in my life. And of course, with God's help, I've done that, done the work, and I continue to do the work to create the balance in my life. It's not perfect, but I make better choices now. I still lift weights, but I lift the right weights for me and my fitness level. I still ride my bike, but I slow down to enjoy God's beautiful creation. I still run, but I don't run to outrun my emotions. I run with gratitude in my heart for the ability and the freedom to move my body. I work out for my health now, not as a coping mechanism to prove my worth, but to improve my quality of life. And I eat to fuel my body, not to stuff my emotions. And along with, obtaining my bachelor degree in exercise science and nutrition and completing all these certifications in life and health coaching, I've spent thousands of dollars on continuing education, and I have made it my life mission to help other women with their struggles. One thing I did realize is that well meaning so called health professionals that I had gone to for advice about my health, they were not addressing my nutrition or the root causes of my symptoms, but they were trying to manage my symptoms with medications. See, traditional medicine isn't about curing anyone. It's a system that keeps us needing to come back for more, like a drug. And in fact, it is a drug. I mean, we have become so dependent on doctors for our health, we don't, even recognize our own intuition. Our bodies signal us, when something is wrong. God created us that way. Wendell Berry said it best: people are fed by the food industry, which pays no attention to health, and healed by the health industry, which pays no attention to food. Modern medicine has its place, but also, it can make our health much worse. Just a single course of weight loss drugs can wreak havoc on our digestive system. Potential serious side effects such as pancreatitis, gallbladder problems, allergic reaction. There's just so many health issues. I could go on naming them all. So if we continue to wait until we get sick to expect the doctor to put us on a pill that is going to cover up the problem that led to taking that pill in the first place, and cover up the symptoms from the original pill, we will continue to be sick and we'll never get to the root of the problem. So, through a lot of trial and error, I have eventually figured out a better way to solve my health issues and those of my clients. I'm no superhero. I mean, I'm just a regular woman, just like you, who is committed to getting results. And if I can do this along with hundreds of my clients, so can you. So just imagine what your life will look like when you're actively doing the things that you love, free from pain, fatigue, brain fog, disease, a life where you have the energy to play with your kids and grandkids, a mental clarity and focus to get things done. The strength to continue to do what you love as you age, stamina to keep up with your family on vacation, and the ability to take care of your loved ones, even aging parents. So you want a healthy quality of life. living with peace and purpose, and it is possible. Remember Marty? She lived in a modern lifestyle and she suffered health problems because of it. Unhealthy eating habits, processed boxed food. She turned to traditional medicine and was told that dietary changes would not help her. So her health condition continued to deteriorate until she came to me for help. So after working with me, and realigning with God's purpose for her life, she threw out her wine, reconnected with her faith and her community, cut back on added sugars, lost 70 pounds, improved her confidence, restored her mental and spiritual well being, healed her fatty liver, and none of that involved starving herself, counting calories, or doing militant exercise. Remember Lisa? The damage done by prescription drugs and yo-yo dieting and heavy lifting without using proper form wreaked havoc on her health, and like so many other women left her feeling hopeless. So now that she's learned to heal her body with nutrition, she was able to slowly reduce prescription drugs and then maintained her weight without them. And so, with proper coaching, she has learned to safely build strength and restore her sluggish metabolism, retain her lean muscle mass, all while eating delicious, nutritious food designed by our Creator and moving her body the way God designed her to move. And Kathy, she realized that when she changed the thought process from working on her weight to working on her health, everything changed. She learned to heal her body from the inside out and honor her temple in a brand new way without relying on quick fixes and crash diets. Also, Sarah, and there's so many other women, but Sarah rewired her neural pathways with her perception of time. So she felt like she didn't have the time to take care of herself and eat nutritiously and get her strength back. She thought that it would have to be at the expense of helping her family. And she crushed that limiting belief. And now she sets a wonderful example for her family and how to live a purposeful, healthy quality of life. These are real women with real struggles, just like you, who stepped out of their faith, put on their full armor, and put their faith in action, and now are persevering in faith. And there's so many more. I'm about to reveal to you the exact steps that they took. So here's the 7 phase formula to become forever fit. Get your pen and paper ready. You don't want to miss this. So, phase one, we will create a vision for your healthy mind and body. It begins with a seed of faith. As you get rooted in that faith, you overcome fears and strongholds. As the seed of faith sprouts, you start to see a stem emerge and begin to see the vision of what you want your life to look like. So, as your faith and your vision grow stronger, you prepare your mind and body to take action. So, in phase one, we're going to clear the clutter in your calendar and your schedule and your mind and your environment. And we're going to set conditions for success, write a mission statement, and set short and long term goals and determine your accountability. There's so much that goes into setting conditions for success. Phase two, we'll dial in on the nutrition that's right for your body. So, just as plant needs water and sun to grow, you also need the right nutrients to fuel your body and mind to get stronger and healthier. So, you will start to develop a taste for and even crave foods that come from nature rather than a box. In phase two, we will identify the right foods for your body type, learn to simplify and balance your macronutrients, the lowdown on intermittent fasting, how fasting can help you, breaking the vicious sugar cycle, learn to read food labels and count chemicals, eliminate chemicals instead of counting calories, and find the right nutrition best for you and your body type. Phase three, you'll learn to master your thoughts and habits. So now that you've fueled your mind with the right nutrition, It's time now to put on your full armor and develop the clarity that you need to follow a proven system and start developing the habits necessary to attain the quality of life that you want. So, in phase three, you'll learn to focus on the system that will help you reach your goals. Master your habits, work at a level that's manageable for you. That's so important. Ditch that all or nothing mentality, give yourself some grace, and achieve daily progress toward your goals. Mastering your mindset is phase three. Phase four, you will begin to build strength and flexibility and endurance and balance. So, as you've been given your body the necessary nutrients that it needs, your body is less inflamed, it's less bloated, less fatigued, and you're able to do more, move more efficiently and effortlessly. So, as you move, your mind and body feel connected and stronger and able to do more. So, in phase four, you will learn everything you need to know about building strength with daily workouts, mobility, heart rate training, what equipment you need. You don't need much. How long to work out, how many days to work out, all the things, which movements to do for your body type, to tone your muscles, and all based on your own fitness level from beginner to advanced. Wherever you are, we'll start right where you are. You'll have your own exercise video library with everything you need for phase four to build strength, flexibility, endurance, and balance. In phase five, you will develop the simple skills to manage your nervous system. Now that you have your mind and your body under control and they're stronger, you're developing the skills to help regulate your nervous system by managing stress and balancing your hormones. So, in phase five, you will learn to meditate in a way that's biblical and will propel you into a state of peace and relaxation. Lower the impacts of digestive stress by practicing diaphragmatic breathing, creating a vision in your mind based on how you want your life to look. Recognize self sabotage, reframe your thought pattern so that you can defeat the limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck and ditch those nasty menopausal symptoms that have wreaked havoc on your life. Eliminate those night sweats, belly fat, moodiness, sleepless nights, that anxiety and fatigue. I've heard from so many ladies who have eliminated bloating and stiffness and cravings. Their hair was falling out, and now they've managed to keep that under control. So they have less hair loss, and they were suffering from lack of libido. So they're getting all of those symptoms under control and resetting their nervous system and balancing their hormones. So, all of that you will learn in phase five. On phase six, you're fueling your body with the food that He created you to eat, feeling stronger and more confident in your own skin. It's time to learn to become the authority over your own health and fitness and tune into your God given intuition. So, in phase six, you'll learn to honor your hunger and fullness, experiment with new high energy foods, and understand the importance of water and sleep for your health, how much you need to actually benefit, and the quality that you need. So I will teach you to fish in this program so that you can eat for a lifetime. Okay. And I know you've heard that before. I'm going to teach you to fish. So instead of giving you a fish so you can eat for a day, like a lot of the other programs do with the cookie cutter exercise and meal plans. You should never have to purchase another program for your health and fitness again. So you will master your own body and mind. Okay, so that's phase six. In phase seven, you will begin to establish healthy habits that will last a lifetime. You have stepped out of fear and put on your full armor. and put it into action. And now it's time to persevere with the tools that will launch you into a lifelong faith and fit journey to pursue and live out God's purpose in your life. So, in phase 7, you will create a new baseline for your health and fitness that will catapult you into a new, exciting, invigorating life. So, you will step into the personal power God created you with, experience the joy of gratitude, learn to set boundaries and non negotiables that last, acknowledge your achievements and those of others around you. So you're going to discover what parts of your life that need to be nourished and learn what to do after you've achieved your goals. Now that you have your health and your fitness under control, you will discover your God's purpose in your life and actually start to live that out. You know, God has a natural order in everything He's created. God's natural process based on biblical principles, and we can use that to become forever fit mind and body. So, if you are ready to register for the program, you're going to click on the register now button. I'm going to go over a little bit more, but if you're ready, to save your spot with an option to upgrade later to private or VIP training, you can go ahead and register for the group training by hitting register now, clicking on that button, and register for the program. So if you're ready to discuss with me private or VIP coaching, you can click on the apply now button below to book a call with me. So if all you have gained from this was to achieve and maintain a healthy metabolism and weight, or to gain the strength and mobility and lose the excess body fat and stiffness, how about if it just helps you to have less brain fog and less joint pain and more energy and stamina? How about less stress and sleepless nights and more peace and purpose? Would it be worth it for you if that's all you gain from this? So here's the plan. We are going to use my 7 phase formula to break away from exhaustion, starvation dieting, and militant exercise to find your own path to a healthy quality of life. Okay, we're going to use the basic fundamentals God provides you with, like water, breath, clean food, deep sleep, the natural rhythms He created you with, to revive your temple and renew your body using biblical principles and your God given intuition, so that you will know what to do and how to do it to become your own best authority for your health and fitness, and have the strength and energy to discover and fulfill God's purpose in your life well into your older age. I will personally work with you to help you reach your goals, to rebuild your temple on a solid foundation and discover all God has planned for you. We'll dig deep and uncover some deep-seated fears, concerns, and questions over faith. And these are questions that other faith-filled women just like you are having. So my question to you is, are you ready to revive your temple and step into a purposeful, peaceful life? The Forever Fit Mind and Body transformation includes the complete step by step process of the 7 phase formula I just talked about. It's a 12-month private and plus a group coaching experience for faith filled women approaching midlife and beyond. If you want to rebuild your temple and step into a healthy quality of life in alignment with God's calling, to have energy and strength to spend quality time with your family and do what you love instead of feeling like you have to play whack a mole with your health and fitness, you have 3 ways that you can move forward to work with me. I like to give several options because in reality, everyone processes information differently and progresses at different levels. So, number one, you can choose a self group coaching program. It's self paced, which includes everything that I've covered in this webinar. So you're simply just going to click on the register now button and to get started today with group coaching with an option to upgrade at any time to private or VIP coaching. Number two, if you would like to go ahead and apply for the private coaching with me for a 6-month program, it includes, everything that I've talked about, plus the group coaching element and private coaching for 6 months. So you can click on the apply now button to discuss the options there. And then for the VIP coaching, that is everything that I just talked about with a private coaching element for 12 months. So you would also click on the apply now button for that one as well. So be thinking about which one you're going to choose. The self paced program allows you to go at your own pace and participate in the group coaching along with everything I've talked about. It is normally priced at $2,587, but for a limited time, I am offering the whole program for only $777 total. Okay. Or you can make 12 monthly payments for $77. That's less than $3 a day for a year. Okay. Less than $3 a day. You can have everything you need at your fingertips to get started and progress in your health and fitness. So, if you would like to go ahead and enroll for the self paced coaching, where I'll work with you in that group setting, go ahead and click on the register now button. And if you register today, you will get access to the free health and fitness devotional planner journal. It's an awesome journal that you can track your progress, plus a free 60-minute strategy call with me. So you'll still get a whole hour of one-to-one with me to get you started on your health and fitness journey, even if you just decide to go with the group coaching. So that is an awesome bonus. The 12-month group coaching agenda for the 7-phase formula includes lifetime access to 27 weekly group coaching calls per year. That's a lot, okay? Once a week, we'll meet as a group to implement action steps, create customized plans for you, keep you accountable on your health and fitness journey, and we'll talk about solutions to real issues. It will include 3 months one-to-one Voxer support. This is for the group coaching element. So you will have access to coaching from me personally by Voxer support, which can be upgraded with to private coaching calls at any time, that package. So the Voxer app allows us to have one-to-one voice conversations back and forth on demand, just like a walkie-talkie. And I will respond to any questions or concerns with a specific question or problem that you want solved. Okay. And then we'll spend time working through anything you need regarding your faith fitness journey, whether it's whether you're in a grocery store and need help, with an item in the grocery store, or maybe it's a movement that you're doing in a workout. It could be anything, mindset issues. And then you will have also lifetime access to course content. Okay, so the course content includes everything I've just talked about, and you'll have private Q&A accountability from the private community as well. So every week you can submit your struggles, your progress in the group for audits. So I'm going to be doing audits that includes food journals, workouts, or whatever that you need help with. I can review your progress, your struggles, your setbacks, give you feedback and recommendations to improve your results. And then you'll have 8 weeks of macro balance, clean, delicious meal plans, including a shopping list. Okay, 8 weeks. So it's over 100 simple, quick recipes, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner with snacks that your family will love to help you stay on track without the worry of meal planning and coming up with a grocery list every week. So, with this, I will teach you how to balance your macros for your own body type. I will teach you how to read food labels and cook your own meals. You'll also have access to a lifetime extensive exercise library with over 100 workouts And you're going to start at the beginning level and then learn to progress slowly over time to the intermediate level. If you're already intermediate or advanced, I have workouts for you as well. So, as you get stronger and develop muscle memory for each movement, then you can progress to a little bit more. So, with this, I will teach you how to put your own workouts together, what equipments to use, how to monitor your heart rate, and how to scale your workouts, and so much more. I want to teach you to become the authority over your own mind and body, okay, through biblical principles. And so you'll never have to buy another diet program or another diet pill or exercise program or spend hours on a treadmill. Okay, I want you to become confident in your own skin, create hormonal balance, fire up your metabolic engine, build stamina and mobility so you'll have the strength and energy to discover and live out the purpose God has designed for you. So remember, if you register today, you'll get a free health and fitness devotional planner and journal, and plus a free 60-minute strategy call with me to kickstart your journey. So just click on the link below to register or book a call to get started today so you won't miss out on those bonuses. But that's not it, okay? If you register in the next 48 hours, you'll get everything I just talked about plus these three bonuses. Bonus number one is strength training for menopause. It's valued at $597. I'm giving it to you for free when you register in the next 48 hours. So, this is an in depth training to learn how to safely train well into your older years. Okay. So, you will be learning to fuel your body and your metabolism. It includes bonus number two, which is count chemicals, not calories. Learn how to recognize what chemical ingredients to look for and avoid to uncover the key to maintain a healthy weight. How to avoid unnecessary chemicals in your food and detox your body. Number three, your bonus will be Revive Your Temple Faith Fit Reset Challenge. That's a $97 value. It's using biblical principles to learn to use your basic God given fundamentals to improve your health and fitness through breath, food, movement, water, your thoughts, natural rhythms that God created, belonging and purpose. So again, if you're ready to register for group coaching, click on the register now button to save your spot with an option to upgrade later for private coaching. And if you're ready to discuss private or VIP coaching with me now, click on the apply now button to book a call with me. So, you are here because you're committed to getting your health and fitness back, right? To gain more energy and a better quality of life. And if you're anything like me, you value your time and you want to focus on the things that are going to get you results. Your low energy, brain fog, poor health, if that's you, is likely caused by inflammation in your body and your hormones just being out of whack. And the 7 steps in the 7-phase formula can help you get your inflammation under control and restore your hormonal balance. So we've also seen that the old way of doing things simply doesn't work. The best way to move forward and to take the steps that you need to see success is the 7-phase formula because it is proven to give women like you the results that they want. So just imagine how great it would feel just to no longer have to struggle with stubborn belly fat, with fatigue, insomnia, joint pain, counting calories, weighing and measuring your food. You do not have to do all of that. How good will it feel to feel like yourself again? Have more confidence and less struggle, feeling better in your clothes, have the energy to do what you love, fun with your family and friends, just to have your life back. Just imagine how that will feel. And we can do this together. You can do this, okay? Because one thing I know for sure is doing this alone is not easy. You can try to do it alone, but you'll probably end up wasting and probably already have a lot of time and a lot of money and needless frustration. So it'd be like trying to drive across the country without a GPS, or any signs to direct you. It has cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars and 20 years experience, just to create a solution that actually works. And what you've tried so far obviously has not worked for you, or you wouldn't be watching this webinar. The solution is found in the 7 phase formula. Do you want to spend that much time and money to become an expert in health and fitness? Probably not. Okay, it's my passion. That's why I've done it. You just want a baseline system that you can follow and maintain for a lifetime. The solution is found by following a proven system. And I have that system. It's proven by the clients that have gone through it before you. So if you're ready, like I said, to register today for the group coaching offer and to get a free devotional planner journal and a free 60-minute strategy call with me to kickstart your journey, just click the link below on register now for just $77 a month, or less than $3 a day. You can always upgrade later to private or VIP, but the group coaching offers a lot. If you're ready to apply now, though, for the coaching and VIP, just click the apply button to book a call with me. And remember, if you register in the next 48 hours, you also get the 3 amazing bonuses: strength training for menopause, count chemicals, not calories, revive your temple, faith fit reset. So that is a lot of value. Think of it this way. If you had a leak in your roof, would you try to figure it out on your own, buying all the supplies, climbing on the roof, not a clue what to do? You may love those DIY projects, but this type of thinking will hold us back in life, because if we try to DIY everything, especially to a better health, but to better health and fitness, all to save a few bucks, we're going to struggle, right? So, and the road is filled with mistakes and lost time and frustration and a lot of money down the drain. So, successful women don't try to figure out everything on their own. They rely on the experts, proven systems to lead them to results. So, once they learn the path to freedom, then they just maintain, and that can be you too. So, these women that are in my program, they ask, okay, who can help me? Who can help me with this? Who has a proven system? And you are just a phone call away or a click away from the help that you need. So here's exactly how I can help you. If you are ready to invest in working with me privately, I have set aside time on my calendar to speak with you personally, absolutely free, about how you can apply these strategies right away and start getting results. So, on this complimentary call, we'll do 3 things. Number one, we'll get clear on what you've already tried and what you really want to be different in the future. Then we'll pinpoint the specific challenges that have held you back in the past. Okay, then once we know where you've been and what's holding you back, then and where you want to be, then we'll put together a plan to help you and strategize to help you reach your health and fitness goals. And if you'd like to get there faster without frustration, we can talk about what it would look like for us to work together. So, just like with Kathy, Lisa, Marty, Sarah, and so many women just like you, it all started with a phone call or a click to the 7 phase formula. So, if you want your life back, more energy, less brain fog, more strength and vitality to do the things that you love, if you want your confidence back and your in your own skin, and you want to do it all without prescription drugs and surgery, then this is for you. So if you're ready to register, register now, click on that button, or apply now to book a call with me. In case you are wondering why I'm offering this free call, it's because I love talking to women who are passionate about becoming the authority over their own health and fitness and to solve their own health issues. And even though I normally charge over $150 an hour, I know that most ladies that I speak to will want to work with me so that they can meet their goals in the fastest way possible. So I'm willing to give my time to help you if you are serious about putting in the work and the resources necessary. And if that's you, awesome. If we agree mutually that it doesn't make sense for us to work together, and that's okay too. Okay. But before we go on, you need to know that I cannot help everyone. And the last thing that I want to do is waste your time if you're not the type of person to see results from this program. So, this is not for you if you are always looking for a quick fix when it comes to your health and fitness. If you have an excuse for everything and don't take responsibility for your own actions or inaction, it's not for you if you are unwilling or unable to invest in your own health and fitness. Okay, but however, it is for you. This is for you if you are someone who is fully committed to taking control of your health and fitness. You are ready now, right now, to prioritize your health and fitness in your life, and you see the value of finding the root cause of your poor health and fitness so that you can heal your body from the inside out and feel better once and for all. So, if you meet these criteria, there is no reason that you won't see results, just like Marty, Lisa, Kathy, Sarah, and so many other of my clients. My goal is not to pressure you or sell you anything that's not right for you. My goal is to educate you and help you to get to the point where you're doing what is necessary for your health and fitness to see the results that you want. So if you are ready to register for the group coaching for either $777, that's a one time fee, or $77 a month for 12 months, then just click on the register now to save your spot. Okay. Option later to upgrade to private or VIP at any point. And if you're ready to discuss VIP or private coaching with me, click on the apply now button to book a call with me. Then you'll be able to schedule a call likely within the next few days. After you schedule, you'll see a form. We'll ask you a few questions so that I'll have a better idea where you want to go and how I can help you. So that way, our call together is as productive as possible. Okay, so simply click on one of those links below at any time if you want to uncover the problem that's keeping you stuck, get a customized step by step plan to follow, or see if working together might make the most sense to get you the results that you want. The time is now. I don't run a huge call center. This is first serve, first come, first serve. And once those spots are full, then they're gone. If you're serious about getting your health and fitness under control, now is the time. If you meet the ideal criteria, register now, click on the button, or apply now. Okay, you have three choices. Once again, I want to make sure you understand your options. You can continue what you've been doing, same results, playing whack a mole with your health and fitness. You can register for the group coaching option with an upgrade option to upgrade later to private or VIP. Jump on the phone with me. That would be your third option. And you do that by applying now. Hit the apply button now. And we'll put together a game plan that will set you up for success. So, which will you choose? The fact that you're still watching this webinar tells me that you're the type of person who wants to be successful. So let's finish strong what you've started. Book a call with me so I can help you reach your goals, or register now. You've watched this entire training. You want to get your health and fitness under control, and you know you're not going to get the results that you want on your own. So take advantage of this opportunity by clicking on one of the buttons below. If you still have questions, I'm going to answer those now. Can you guarantee I will be successful? My greatest hope and desire from the bottom of my heart is for you to see the results that you want. But as much as I'd like, I really can't guarantee your success. I really wish I could. I have a process and a system, and if you follow that, put in the work, there is no reason why you won't be successful. At the end of the day, there's no magic pill. There's no exercise gadget on the planet that replaces hard work. So this program is not for anyone who's not willing to put in the effort. So it takes effort, it takes courage, and it takes time. There are no overnight results and no quick fixes. So if you're looking to take control of your health and fitness now, this will absolutely transform your life. Next question. How long does the self-guided course and group coaching take? The course is designed to go through in 8 weeks. Okay, so if you're really wanting to put the time in, you can take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes a day, depending on the lesson. You can put 15 to 45 minutes a day into your workouts, depending on the workout and your fitness level. This is only if you're 100% ready to invest your time and full energy. Okay. So, not everyone is going to come in at that level and has the same dedicated time, and that's okay. The good news is you have lifetime access to everything, all of the group coaching elements. Okay, so it's a self guided course. You can go through it at your own pace. I highly recommend taking the time to do the work in each lesson instead of rushing through it. This will help you to have a good foundation to build from. And remember, this is a learning process for everyone. But once you get it, you have the knowledge and the tools and the confidence to live a healthy life well into your later years. The next question is, do I support charities? Yes, 20% of all proceeds for the Forever Fit Mind and Body program will go to charities. 5% to the Operation Underground Railroad to help rescue victims of child trafficking, 1% to Compassion International, helping to end poverty around the world, 1% to Embracing Freedom, which is one of my local shelters, and a safe haven and a fresh start for those who have endured terrible hardships, 1% to Samaritan's Purse, 1% to Tunnel to Towers, and 1% to Turning Point University in light of the recent tragedy and passing of Charlie Kirk to help support the continuation of promoting Christian values to our youth, and also 10% to my local church. So I am happy to be a donor and bring awareness to all these wonderful charities. Okay, is this course designed for all ages and fitness levels? That's a great question. I specifically designed this course for beginners who can gradually build strength and balance and stamina, flexibility, mobility, and cardiovascular endurance to progress slow, to start at beginner and progress to intermediate and even advanced if you choose. And that can be at any fitness level and any age. I've worked with ladies of all ages from ages 20. Well, actually, I've worked with the youth in the teenage spectrum as well, all the way 80 plus, in all walks of life. So, from women with no experience at all to CrossFit competitors. So, I know how to modify every movement for injuries, limitations, and restrictions. I'm too busy right now. Okay, is this a good time to take the course? So, like I said before, you have access to this for a lifetime. All the course content, the community group coaching calls. The question is, will things change in 6 months or a year from now? There will always be something consuming your time. And if you don't make time now and be honest with yourself, when will you have time? So, as we age, it's not going to get easier. Our health and fitness is not going to get itself under control. If not now, then when? The time is now. It's a life. It's a process. Okay. The sooner you get started, the better, and we can do it together, step by step. There are no requirements except those you put on yourself, and we'll devise a plan together. Then we'll hold you accountable to those goals that you set, and whatever that is for you, whatever time you can dedicate. Okay, and then we'll revise it as you go. So I hope that answers that question. What's the benefit of group coaching in the Forever Fit tribe? You will be joining Zoom calls with real women who have real struggles, and we'll discuss real solutions. Okay. You'll have access to a community of like minded, faith filled women who are striving to stay forever fit, mind, and body. This is a private community. You'll have lifetime access to that and accountability, encouragement, and prayers from all of us. And I will be leading each of these calls with not only my own education and experience, but also with the latest updated research. So I plan to get in the trenches with you on those calls, along with all the other ladies that have walked this course before you and overcame their fears and put on their full armor. put their faith in action, and now they're persevering in that faith. So some have met their goals and some are still progressing toward them. You will get support for any questions or challenges that you might have. Another question is, what if I can't afford it? And I get that. Okay. I'm the queen of DIY myself, hitting all the sales racks and being so resourceful with my money. But as I get busier in my life, I've learned to invest in practical preventative health and fitness measures that has given me the energy and stamina, mobility and strength to take care of myself, my family, and continue doing the things that I love as I get older. And it has been the best investment I could make, time and money well spent, for the future of me and my family. The real question is, can you afford not to invest in your health and fitness? Remember those high interest car payments and frivolous Amazon spending and trips to the spa, fast food, $7 a day coffee habits. And that may not be you, but there's got to be a place in your budget somewhere where you can make health and fitness your priority. It's where your priorities and values lie. So you can get this program for less than $3 a day for a commitment of 12 months for the private, if you would like that, but a lifetime of access with a group coaching. And what is your health and fitness worth to you? And if you've already tried everything, what are your alternatives? How soon can I start? ASAP. Okay. When you register, you will receive immediate access to the course content, and you can get started as soon as you want to get started. And I'll notify you about when the first coaching call will be, and we'll get started as a group soon after your enrollment. Okay, so go ahead and register now for the group coaching for less than $3 a day. Click on the link, register now below to save your spot, with an option to upgrade to private or VIP at any time. If you are ready to discuss private and VIP coaching with me, click on the Apply Now button to book a call with me. And I can't wait to see you on the inside.